I got a package today. It's almost my birthday, so let's do a pickups video. So hey everyone, Mike Murdas here, gamerlogic.net. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Hopefully you can see me okay. I'm kind of being a lazy bastard and just using my iPhone to actually shoot this video. I do have some lighting and stuff going, so hopefully that'll help. But if you can't hear me very well, I do apologize. Just don't feel like getting the video equipment out. But yeah, this is going to be a pickups video. Essentially, it is almost April 7th, which will be my birthday. That would be tomorrow, Tuesday, and getting closer and closer to the 40s, guys. It's crazy. I have officially reached my late 30s, which is crazy. Time flies, right? And you know, this whole week, this whole weekend, really didn't go as planned, as a whole bunch of stuff hasn't gone planned for the world, period, right? Due to the COVID-19 coronavirus stuff. You know, it's obviously impacted so many people, and what I'm about to say is such a minuscule thing in the overall scheme of things that I don't want to come across as that I'm whining or I'm sad because I didn't get to do certain things I wanted to do on my birthday, because in the scheme of things, people are really sick, people are dying, and there's way more important things going on. But for me, this box is just kind of basically leading up to a replacement in some sorts of what I was originally going to do this weekend from the 5th to the 7th, actually. This year, those dates specifically would have been the Midwest Gaming Classic. I was planning on going up to Milwaukee again, as I have been since 2008, going to the Midwest Gaming Classic specifically, and doing what I love to do there, meet people, go with good friends, and just have a great time, play video games, talk about video games. And, you know, I know Old School Gamer Magazine was going to be there. We were going to work with them in some capacity. It was supposed to be very amazing. Things didn't work out exactly like that because of the COVID virus. But, you know, one thing I always love doing at the Midwest Gaming Classic is picking up games. As you can see, I got a wall of cartridges behind me, and I wanted to go ahead and get something ordered. So let's get right to the pickups and see what I ordered specifically from the Goat Store, who is actually owned by the founders of the Midwest Gaming Classic. So let's go through it and talk about what I got. Ooh, and this is a full box. All right, so I will tell you right now that this is all Famicom games. I love the Nintendo Famicom. This is actually the majority of my loose Famicom games, but I do have a variety of boxed Famicom games. I love the Nintendo Famicom. I love the look of the original. I love the look of the Famicom AV, and I love all the different cartridges and stuff. There's just something totally amazing about the system that I love. This alternate take on the NES, Nintendo Entertainment System, all those great cartridges that we got. So to support the Midwest Gaming Classic, I decided to specifically go through Famicom because there was stuff that I really wanted to pick up from there. So I'll start from the top and we'll go from there. So first up, from Capcom, 1985, Sun. Come on, camera, focus on it. There we go. Sun, very cool game. I've actually seen this multiple times on Game Center CX. It was featured in a multitude of those episodes. I always seem to go back to it. If I remember correctly, actually, I think I'm thinking of Door. I don't remember what Sun is. I'm thinking of Door, which is you're literally running through and trapping enemies in doors. So, yeah, that's awkward. Oops. Next up is Challenger, which again is another game featured in Game Center CX. I may or may not have a copy of this. I'm not sure. I don't see a poo-colored cartridge here, but there you go. So notoriously difficult game, very cheap. Lots of people don't like it, but it's a crap game, so I had to pick it up. Next up is Wrecking Crew. I do not have a copy of Wrecking Crew, I believe, and you know, it's kind of got Mario on there. That is a Nintendo classic, and again, just love the color to these cartridges. Next up is F1 Race. And F1 Race is, well, it's a racing game on the Nintendo Famicom, 1984. And I don't know if this is factually true, but I always thought the F1 game that was available on the Game Boy was kind of a sequel to sorts. And I remember that being a multi-tap thing that you could play. So I don't know if they're actually related or not, but a fun little racing game. Figured, why not? Next up, we have from Pack-In Video, Rambo. And if this is like the MSX version, this is Rambo for the MSX2. This is like Highlight meets Rambo. And I'm very curious if this plays if these play anything like each other, or if this actually just plays like the NES version of Rambo, which I think it is, because looking at this is Rambo First Blood. I'm curious to see what some of the differences are. You know, a lot of people give Rambo, the NES game, crap. I actually have a complete box copy of that for NES, but I used to rent that thing all the time. I thought it had really catchy music. I thought it was really a lot of fun, so. Ooh, very orange. I love orange. Look at this. Very clean, too. Formation Z. Which is a game that I have not played too much, from Jalico. And this is... oh, this is the ultimate crap RPG game. This is also featured in multiple episodes of Game Center CX. I believe this is Super Monkey Daiboken, I think is the right way to say it. But notoriously crappy game for the Famicom. And like insanely impossible too. Like, I think there's like at least 2 or 3 strategy guides out for this game, but again, had to have it very cheap. Here is a game from Squaresoft. This looks like a very early Squaresoft game. Don't have a date on here, but I believe this is called Night Knight. So we got a knight, we got a thief, we got a couple different characters. And why don't we open this up, huh? Oh, I love these green cartridges. Again, just something really cool about this stuff. And it does have a manual. These little, just tiny manuals that you gotta love. Little bits of artwork in them. Just so cool. Looks like it's stage by stage, going by what's here. And I know that light's kind of bright, so you can't see it, but looking forward to trying that out. I know some people are saying, Mike, don't you have a flash cart that you could just play these on? I do, but still. I love collecting them. This is one that I picked up and got really, really excited about. Also reminds me that I need to look and see if the Blu-ray for this is out yet. This is Venus Wars on the Famicom. And if you're unfamiliar with what Venus Wars is, it's, at least how I know it, it is a, I want to say, either mid-80s or late 80s anime movie. An OVA, I guess, if you want to be specific. Just really cool, like bikers and reporters and rebellion and all this other stuff. I saw that probably in full a long time ago. I'm talking about like when I was a kid. My dad actually rented it on VHS from a video store called Video Gallery. And I remember it having this really kick-ass theme song at the end of it. And I think maybe I saw it maybe like 15, 16 years ago again. But again, very long time. And really just want to check out the game. So that's the whole reason I got this. So let's open this bad boy up too, shall we? Okay, that's kind of like almost like an army black. This is really great shape. Really great shape. Smells good too. That's right. I smell my games. I smell my manuals. But yeah, Operation Command. It's got all its inserts. This is really, really clean. This almost looks more like a strategy game, like whatchamacallit, Advance Wars, actually. Kind of neat. Kind of neat. I could be totally wrong. We'll have to see when I pop it in. NES Baseball? You gotta have a baseball game, right? Let's grab this guy. Again, just super basic packaging, but I love it. Oh man, look at that. Like these cards are just so cool looking and so colored. They're like candy. They seriously are. Another game that's in just like super great shape. Next up, Urban Champion. Urban Brawler, Urban Champion. Oddly enough, I don't think I have an NES copy of this. I lied, I do. But I don't have a complete copy, so now I have a complete copy in the realm of Famicom. God, the artwork for this is hilarious. This dude looks like he's just gotten in his first fist fight, and he was about to punch him, and this guy just, you know, is coming to kick his ass, just accidentally fell into a sewer. And again, beautiful blue cartridge. No tray, no manual on this, but well, that's okay. Not a big deal. And finally, this was the last game released for the North American Nintendo Entertainment System. I believe there was a different title that was released last for the Famicom in Japan, but I did get a complete copy of Wario's Woods. Why did I get a copy of this? Oddly enough, I'm having issues with it trying to play it in a flash cart. I don't know if it's because I'm using an RGB modded NES, but I got to see what's going on with that. But I am now doing a regular column in Old School Gamer magazine called End of Days. And that's actually coming very, very soon to an issue. And it's on a Sega console, no less. But I will be doing it for pretty much every console. And just kind of telling, you know, what the last game was for the system. But not only that, talking about what was going on in the game industry throughout that time. So look for that in the next issue of Old School Gamer magazine. The Duck Hunt issue is out. But yeah, there we go. Wario's Woods. Very cool looking. Let's open it up. I can't open it. Open it from the bottom. Probably opening it wrong. Ooh, this one's got the plastic on it. Again, just super cool cartridge. Love the color. Reminds me of Easter. A nice full color manual here. Looks beautiful. Awesome. Awesome. So Goat Store comes through with an awesome order. No issues getting this stuff. Again, if you were planning to go to the Midwest Gaming Classic and you're not able to go, obviously no one's able to go, but you want to support the guys over the Midwest Gaming Classic, I highly recommend picking up some stuff from the Goat Store because it'll help them out. Really, any convention that just recently got canceled, find out what you can do to support the convention. I'm really happy with these games, and I'm going to go play them now, so happy birthday to me. You know, I was going to go into some other stuff about the virus and all that, but, you know, we're all kind of hearing enough of that, right? So all I will say is to all of you out there watching, and for those of you who aren't watching, please be safe. If you're considered an essential worker and you have to work in a grocery store and all that, you're probably being as safe as you can be considering the circumstances. But massive props to all those folks working at gas stations, grocery stores, fast food restaurants, any place where you have to come within regular public contact. My heart goes out to you people, and thank you so much for basically supporting the world, because it's what you're doing. And with that, I'm going to go play some games. Thank you, and be safe.